Imagine a world of breathtaking beauty, where every living thing is connected through a vibrant, pulsating network. Now imagine that peace shattered, not once, but twice, by an insatiable hunger from beyond the stars. The Sully family, once a symbol of defiant hope, is fractured, on the run, and facing an enemy reborn, more ruthless than ever. They abandoned their home, their people, their very way of life, all to escape a threat that will stop at nothing to hunt them down. But what if running only leads to a new kind of war? What if the sanctuary they seek becomes the very battleground where their family will either unite or be torn apart forever? This is the epic, heart-wrenching, and visually stunning story of Avatar: The Way of Water. Welcome back, cinematic explorers, to a deep dive into Pandora's oceans and the incredible saga of the Sully family. Today, we're recapping the full story of Avatar: The Way of Water, breaking down every pivotal scene, character journey, and hidden detail you might have missed. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's get started. Years have passed since Jake Sully became Toruk Makto and united the Nausicaa against the Sky People. He now leads the Omaticaya clan, living a peaceful life with Neytiri and their children, Medium, Loake, Kiri, Tuk, and their adopted human son, Spider. The family is close, but Jake insists on military discipline, a stark contrast to their natural lifestyle. We see him teaching Loake about using human weapons, despite Neytiri's disapproval. Suddenly, a massive starship arrives, signaling the return of the Sky People, the RDA. They've come back not just to mine unobtainium, but to colonize Pandora, turning it into a new Earth. Leading the charge is Colonel Miles Quaritch, now reborn as a recombinant, an avatar body infused with his original memories. He's accompanied by his own squad of recombinants, including Lyle Wainfleet and Z-Dog, with their primary mission to eliminate Jake Sully. The RDA establishes Bridgehead City, a massive new base on Pandora, signifying their permanent return. Jake's children, especially Loake and Spider, often venture beyond safe zones, leading to conflicts with the RDA. During one such excursion, they encounter Quaritch and his squad, leading to a skirmish where the children narrowly escape. However, Spider is captured, and Quaritch realizes he is his biological son, attempting to bond with him. Quaritch tries to manipulate Spider, using him to gain information about Jake. Jake understands the grave danger his family poses to the Omaticaya clan. He makes the difficult decision to abandon his home and seek refuge elsewhere, hoping to draw Quaritch away from his people. Neytiri is heartbroken to leave their forest and their ancestors, but she supports Jake's choice. The family flies across Pandora on their Ikran, heading towards the distant eastern coast. The Sully family arrives at Awa-Atlu, the village of the Metkayina clan, led by Tsahik Ronal and Oloiktan Tanawari. They are reef people, adapted to the ocean, with broader tails and stronger arms for swimming. The Sully children struggle to adapt to this new environment, finding it difficult to hold their breath underwater for long periods. Loake clashes with Ayanung, Tanawari's son, and his friends, who mock his Omaticaya features. Kiri, however, feels an immediate and profound connection to the ocean's wildlife, especially at Tolkien, discovering she can connect spiritually. Ronal, who is pregnant, initially views the Sullus with suspicion, especially Kiri, seeing her as an outsider. She expresses disdain for Jake, calling him Toruk Makto, a warrior, rather than a peaceful reef dweller. Jake tries to instill his military discipline in his children, emphasizing adherence to the way of water. Loake, feeling alienated, seeks comfort in forbidden waters and encounters a large, solitary Tolkien named Payakan. Payakan is an outcast, ostracized by other Tolkien for breaking their pacifist ways and fighting against human whalers. Loake quickly forms a deep bond with Payakan, finding a kindred spirit in the outcast and learning his story. Meanwhile, Quaritch, using Spider, tracks Jake to the Metkayina village. He sends scout teams, creating tension and fear among the reef people. Kiri continues to explore her connection to the ocean. After a near-death experience for Spider, she seems to revive him with her powers. It's revealed she can manipulate the natural elements of Pandora, specifically the air around Spider. Spider, despite being with Quaritch, often tries to protect Jake's children and relays information. He witnesses Quaritch's brutality but also sees moments of perceived care from his biological father. Quaritch captures and tortures a Metkayina elder to extract information about Jake. The RDA's true objective in the ocean is revealed, hunting Tolkien for Amrita, a valuable brain fluid that halts human aging. Scoresby, a ruthless whaler, leads these hunts, using advanced technology to track and kill the intelligent creatures. Loak, deeply distressed by the Tolkien hunting, tries to rally support for Payakan, revealing his actions in fighting the whalers. The Metkayina Council, including Tanawari and Ronald, holds a tense meeting regarding Payakan. Ronald condemns Payakan's violence, fearing it will bring more death to their people. Loak passionately defends Payakan, recounting how the Tolkien saved his life and fought for their community. Syria and Aonung also stand up for Loak and Payakan, defying their parents. Despite their pleas, the council decides to banish Payakan, upholding the Tolkien's pacifist traditions. Jake blames Loak for the situation, leading to a heated argument between them. Neytiri intervenes, urging Jake to reconcile with their son, reminding him of their lost son, Medium. She also expresses her deep hatred for the Sky People and Spider, the Pink Skin. Jake wrestles with his conflicting roles as a father and a warrior. He understands that running will not solve their problems and that Quaritch will never stop hunting them. He realizes he must fight, not just for his family's survival, but for the future of Pandora. Quaritch, having learned about the Tolkien's aggregation ritual, plans a massive ambush during the Calf Communion. This spiritual gathering brings together hundreds of Tolkien, making them vulnerable, and he intends to use this as a trap. Jake, Neytiri, and the Metkayina warriors prepare for battle, knowing Quaritch's target is Jake Sully. The RDA's whaling vessel, the Sea Dragon, arrives, accompanied by gunships, to slaughter the Tolkien during their sacred gathering. Jake, Neytiri, and the Metkayina warriors launch a desperate counterattack. The battle is chaotic and brutal, with heavy casualties on both sides. Loak, Syria, and the children are caught in the crossfire as Kiri dives deep into the ocean to connect with Iwa, despite the immense danger. Her connection creates a massive bioluminescent burst that confuses the RDA's sensors and rallies the ocean's creatures. During the battle, Quaritch captures Tuck, using her as bait to lure Jake. Neytiri, seeing her youngest child threatened, unleashes a primal, ferocious rage. She confronts Quaritch, threatening to kill Spider if he harms Tuck, making good on her threat. Quaritch, visibly distraught, is forced to release Tuck, deeply traumatizing Spider. Medium sacrifices himself to save his siblings, succumbing to gunshot wounds, a tragic loss that devastates the family. The Sea Dragon is heavily damaged in the battle, beginning to sink. Jake, Quaritch, and their respective children are trapped inside the collapsing vessel, which fills with water. An intense underwater fight ensues between Jake and Quaritch. Loak helps Kiri and Tuck escape. Spider saves Quaritch from drowning, while Neytiri helps save Jake from Quaritch. Jake, injured, is saved by Loak and Payakan, who guides them to safety. Spider, witnessing Neytiri's hatred and the RDA's brutality, chooses to stay with Jake and his family. The Sully family, mourning Medium, finds solace in the Metkayina, finally accepted as part of the Reef clan. Jake embraces his new identity, understanding that his family's path is now intertwined with the Way of Water, vowing to protect Pandora. Kiri, having survived her connection to Iwa underwater, now fully understands her unique powers and her role as Iwa's child. The film ends with the family finding a new sense of belonging and purpose, ready to face the future. And there you have it, the full, detailed story of Avatar, The Way of Water. From the Omaticaya forest to the Metkayina reefs, the Sully family's journey is one of incredible challenge, sacrifice, and the enduring power of family. What was your favorite moment, or a hidden detail you spotted? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more epic movie explanations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.